Hey guys, I wanted to do a live video to basically explain why you haven't seen much content from me over the last couple of years. Here's where we are right now, overlooking this gorgeous valley in Boulder, Colorado. I know some people have wondered, what happened to David Wood? I used to have an email list of 150,000 people and be number one on Google for life coaching. And it's like, what happened? I stopped producing content. Well, the last couple of years have been huge, both personally and professionally. So I'll update you on both of those. I will tell you why I fled Bali with hours notice. I will tell you how I broke my back and how I didn't die. But first, let me tell you what's coming down the pipe, what you can expect to see from me going forward, because there's a lot of content being created. I've let go of serving coaches. So for 20 years, I've been the coach's coach with Solution Box, and I've let go of that. And now my focus is working with high performers, so executives, entrepreneurs. I've got some vice presidents of some big companies now as clients, some CEOs, and working generally with people who are really good at business and mostly life, but they're constantly looking at, how do I upgrade? How do I up-level? How do I live life and work so that on my deathbed, I can say I gave it absolutely everything? I'm really passionate about the whole concept, hello Lisa, of living a regret-free life. And I'm also working with teams and companies to do that, so up-leveling. And expect to hear a lot about truth, daring, and caring. 3 values that I found are doorways to up-leveling and living a regret-free life. You'll also see a lot about tough conversations, because I believe that tough conversations are another doorway to living an amazing life. They help with personal growth. They generate wonderful results for our relationships and for our companies. And it's all about self-expression and ultimately self-esteem. So there'll be a lot about tough conversations as well. You'll probably hear some stuff about my work in prisons too, because it's the same material, whether it's for a CEO or a prison inmate or a CEO who's in prison. It's the same material to help people up-level their lives, just different circumstances. Now, the personal update. Why have I not been sending out stuff for 2 years? Well, partly I had to work out who I am again and who I want to serve and what I'm passionate about. Now, I left Bali in a hurry. I got in trouble with immigration. It was alleged that I was doing something that contravened my visa, like subletting a villa. And in Bali, it can be a big deal. And I was willing to pay a fine and even be deported, but there was talk about jail time. There was talk about big bribes and negotiating a bribe from within jail. Now, that wasn't a conversation. That was a tough conversation I wasn't willing to have. So I left Bali with hours notice, turned my whole life upside down, and I had to work out, who am I in the world? What am I going to do with myself? I spent months trying to get my green card back so that I could come back to America, and not clear on where home would be. I spent 2 years traveling. Went to South America, had a paragliding accident, was flying like thousands of feet above the earth quite safely, came down, was a foot away from landing, and a thermal took me, and I fractured my spine, but survived. Ultimately, I ended up choosing here, Boulder, Colorado. I've got this beautiful home, which is nourishing for me. I've got a puppy. I'm working on my health. I've had some kind of weird health issues for 10 years now. I've had fatigue, some anxiety and depression. I'm doing 20 different things on that. And I'm grateful that even with the health issues and this hidden disability that I've had, that my creativity is online. I've got my passion back. I really love helping people get to know themselves better, to be more expressed in the world, and to live a regret-free life and have their business rock at the same time. So that's what I'm doing. The podcast is launched, Tough Conversations with David Wood. Join me there, and if you love it, please leave a review. And I think that's what I've got for an update. All right. Cheers, guys.